Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 5 Tactica. In the last episode we took on the true tyrant of the Third Kingdom, being none other than Toshiro's shadow. Although, unlike all shadows we've seen in all of the Persona games we played through, his was much different. It was more of his forgotten and removed self that's been pushed away for a completely new inner self. One that's only filled with hatred for himself, being that shadow, while his real inner shadow was and always will be Erina, the living manifestation of his heart, and a manifestation of the very person he holds dearest to him, his old friend, and more than likely, more than that, Eri Natsuhara, finally taking up the stand to fight his convictions. Once and for all, no more running, no more giving up. He's fully prepared for what's to come, and because of that, Erina and him had fully awakened to their true potential as a Phantom Thief and his persona, Ernesto, while also being able to control herself as a normal person, unlike any persona that we've seen before. With the stakes now at the highest, the true evil behind everything has now reared its head towards us, a malevolent and divine creature under the guise of Samael, the protector of human life, who's hell-bent on keeping Toshiro trapped as a living puppet, in order to confirm humanity's safety, while damning him to a living hell for a life of sadness he doesn't deserve, that's constantly pushed him back down every step of the way, with another god of misguided beliefs now knocking on our doorsteps. It's time we prepare for what will most likely be our final kingdom of our adventure. The only thing is, what will we find once we do cross into the final world? And what kind of evil does this delusional higher being, or power, truly planning behind the scenes? Honestly, only time will truly tell, and only one way to truly find out. So, with that being said, today is our preparation into the Fourth Kingdom. And honestly, definitely a lot of things going on. We definitely need to keep that in mind. Also, one thing I want to show you guys, there is actually something really cool on the title screen now. If we were to actually leave here, and now that we have the save for what had happened in the other part of the game, we actually go to the title screen now that we have that save. We actually have the Velvet Room as the train here now, which is pretty cool. Definitely a pretty cool little interesting addition to the game, because originally it was not that at all. So it's really cool that that's now the case. But with that being said, straight into Kingdom number 4. Here we go. Let's load in and head straight back to the Velvet Room inside of the train and see what we have planned next, since we're definitely preparing for something.
The train is en route to its destination. Please have patience while we wait for its arrival.
Okay, Lavenza, you take us where we need to go. What do we got? Velvet Room has been upgraded. Velvet Room. The Velvet Room transforms into a train after the meddling of Samael. Or actually it's saying Samael. Okay, so it is not actually Sam, but it's actually going by Sal. Okay, I didn't realize that. Okay. So Samael is actually its real name. It wasn't just a mispronunciation or anything. Okay. Meddling of Samael, the growth of Joker's heart, and the emergence of Toshiro's will all come to a head. The transformed room has but one destination, the abyss that holds a hostile god. Now that sounds crazy. That sets up the episode pretty well, I think. Wow, okay. The abyss that holds a hostile god. What a title for an area we're going to. Okay. Well, I'm prepared. Let's see where we go from here. He gulped. Also, we can see the scarring on his hand now that his glove's gone.
You okay, man? Nerves still messing with you?
Yeah, they definitely would be. That would make a lot of sense.
Well, yes, a bit. I'm worried that we're headed to the final showdown without certain details being sorted out.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we don't know yet about the Sumire character.
I feel the same. There's still the question of Erina and this world itself.
True. It's like it's a connection between Sumire and Toshiro's heart mixed together.
Not to mention the fact that we're not even sure what exactly it is we're going to fight.
Obviously delusional god. And if we're going based on the normal timeline of this, it's, we've dealt with 2 of them. But if we connect strikers to this, like how I like to think of it, we technically have fought 3 of them. But, we fought in Maruki, and we fought the original one. So, there's quite a lot of them that that the Phantom Thieves have went throughout their time. The thing is, though, every single one has had misguided beliefs. And who's to say Sumire it doesn't follow suit? So, honestly, we keep pushing forward, and we don't take what it says with a grain of salt. We definitely, I said that wrong. We do take what it says with a grain of salt, and not believe a word it says as much as we can, because I don't think it's going to tell us the truth, no matter what happens, from what we've learned.
I am not sure how much help I will be, but if you'd like, I can share with you what I know.
What you know, Lavenza?
Please be aware that this will involve a degree of speculation, but I should be able to provide some useful information.
Okay, what you got, Lavenza? Any kind of information's helpful. What exactly is Sumire?
I too have been conducting investigations into the nature of Sumire's existence.
Okay.
What I have found suggests it is the materialization of an instinct which exists subconsciously in the human heart.
So it's more of a connection into Toshiro's heart than it is an actual divine being that it's trying to pretend to be. Okay. So it's a third connection in some sort of way. Okay.
So, do you mean it's a sort of malevolent god, like Yaldabaoth?
Something like it. In not a broken false god like Maruki. Or like the one in Strikers, which always escapes my mind for the actual name of it sometimes. Just because that one is more hidden throughout the story, to be fair. But the thing is all of them have been connected via a malevolency of some sort. Although Maruki's was more of a tragic anti-hero that tried to be a hero, basically.
Unlike the god of control, who was born from a collective yearning for idleness.
That's a terrifying depiction of Yaldabaoth, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that one has. That one is actually Sumire, because we can tell based on the head. Jeez, that's terrifying looking.
Sumire is, how should I put this? A universal instinct that's burdened man since the beginning of time.
Self-preservation, as it said, didn't it?
I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to die.
Okay.
Man's innate desire of self-preservation is another way to put it.
Yeah, that's how it said it, self-preservation. The god of self-preservation. Okay. Also, the persona that this normally is, it's that giant flying red snake. Which is kind of interesting to see it as this more divine version of it. is something I thought was pretty interesting. Obviously, it's Samael is that one, but this one's the Sal, but still, though. It's still pretty cool, though, to make a connection between the two of them.
One might call it a material embodiment of this instinct, born from an ocean of human subconsciousness.
Okay, interesting.
So, kinda like the personification of people's consciousness that goes, "No, don't hurt me," right?
Exactly.
When you put it that way, it doesn't sound so bad, but...
But what?
Perhaps it was the passage of time, or perhaps it was a change in the nature of the human soul.
Specifically Toshiro's, maybe.
In any case, a transformation occurred for the purpose of keeping pain at bay.
Interesting. Okay.
Whether you consider the battles one fights to assert their convictions, or the will driving them towards their fruition.
From how it sounds, it makes it sound like everyone that has went through something similar to Toshiro has a form of Samael in them, if their pain is big enough. So Futaba could have gotten to that point, which kind of she did with the fact that her shadow ended up being her mother. But the thing is the only reason we were able to fight back was because of Futaba too, to be fair as well. So it is somewhat like Futaba's shadow, in a way. Very interesting, honestly. I guess we'll try and figure that out from here, and then see what we can do about that in the future.
It seems to think that all potential sources of pain ought to be eradicated.
Okay.
If there is anything that does differentiate it from the god of control,
What differentiates it?
it is that Samael believes it is protecting humanity by eliminating individuals with ideologies it deems threatening.
Interesting. Okay.
So, Samael thinks it's protecting humanity, huh? Oh, good grief, that's one of the worst types to deal with.
That's how the one in Strikers felt as well, if I remember correctly. Like, it had a somewhat like that, but it was more like it was an AI, obviously, was the idea of it for that one, and not like it was still a false god, like Maruki. But the thing is this one's more on path of what Yaldabaoth was. Already being something that is a gigantic creature of sorts, that with immense power, that didn't need to be created, but was created because of the beliefs of people, like Yaldabaoth.
And that means it'll do whatever it takes to destroy those it deems likely to cause people pain, correct?
Exactly. Which, the only way he could do that peacefully for Toshiro is by taking the Mask of Control back, as he said. And then basically turning Toshiro back into what he was before all of this. And then sending us all back.
The words and actions it has exhibited thus far would seem to suggest so.
Ah, crap. Now I'm confused again. So, in simpler terms...
Okay. I'm somewhat understand it. Ryuji's having a harder time, though.
Well, this might not be perfectly accurate, but... Samael's stated goal is to ensure that people don't get hurt or suffer.
Okay.
And in order to accomplish that, it came to the conclusion that any risk taken to fight for something is undesirable.
Yep, any sort of rebellion is completely and utterly not worth the effort. But the thing is if they don't fight back, then they still suffer, so I don't get why it's even thinking that in the first place, because it was shown in Yoshiki's one.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, it definitely sounds about right to me.
Furthermore, given our nature as humans, there will always be those who take a stand to initiate change.
Which is true.
And that gives Samael an endless supply of people to stamp out for having these dangerous ideas.
Exactly.
Dangerous ideas. In other words, they possess the will of revolution. A desire to take a stand against authority.
Oh! Wait a minute. There is something here we can take into effect. So, the thing that I was saying, like, it was somewhat like, there was a connection between Toshiro and Akechi somewhere, or Shido, may not even be the case for that one, and Akechi may have never had a point in this when it came to that part. What I was thinking with how his mother died. If that's the case, that means Samael was the one that killed his mother. Samael was the one that got Eri seriously injured. And then, on top of that, Samael was the reason why Toshiro has went through everything. Literally everything. If that's the case. Which is kind of crazy. That he's basically put all eyes on Toshiro to make sure Toshiro never becomes this rebellious figure that he thinks he is. Just because he slightly rebelled against his father, or rebelled against Ichiro and what was going on, or the want to even think about rebelling against Marie, which is kind of very crazy if you think about that. If that is the case, that's insane.
So, this time around, Toshiro fits the bill, huh?
Yep, exactly.
That would seem to be the case.
Huh.
I'm very taken by this drawing here. Could I give my opinion on it?
What are you gonna say, it's not drawn well or something?
Maybe leave that for later. Alright, that's enough about that.
New memo. Samael, the god of stagnation. Oh, so it's not god of human self-preservation, it's just stagnation. And the entity responsible for the incident at hand, it built a cognitive world from Toshiro's heart to make him relive his past traumas. Samael envisions a world of tranquility and peace for all mankind, but its utter disregard for agency threatens to amputate the possibilities of the human will. Which, let's be honest here, the human will is always going to be rebellious. So, yeah, pretty much every single person's a target for this thing. Even though it's pretending, or it thinks, at least, that it's protecting, when it's obviously more of actually the monster that's destroying it, pretty much.
Now that we have a decent grasp on Samael, what's next?
Good question there, Morgana. Try and take it out? Tell me about this world? Are we inside Toshiro's mind? Yeah, are we even really inside of his mind then?
Yes, though to be precise, I should clarify that's only half correct.
So it is a connection between the two. Okay.
Half correct? This place. It's a spiritual world ruled by Samael. It was built using your cognition, Toshiro.
So it's like a complete connection between the two, to make sure he's taken full control over Toshiro's heart.
In more succinct terms, this is a metaverse Samael constructed to break your will.
Interesting.
I have come to the conclusion that that is the most accurate way to describe it.
Huh.
That seems like a lot of trouble just to take me out.
Yeah, just to take out one person. He really doesn't like rebellions at all.
Under normal circumstances, it would have been able to erase your will simply by invading your mind.
Really?
But a budding power to resist its domination had already taken root inside of you.
Because of Erina, obviously.
Power to resist? Oh, I get it. You mean a persona?
So he's always had it then. He just had to reawaken it, basically, but he didn't know he had one. Which is interesting, that's pretty cool. So he's always had the rebellious soul. He just, it's always been succumbed every step of the way. Because he's never been in the metaverse before that, it never awakened. And it took him to the point where he had to remember everything in order to fully get that persona out, which is really cool.
Precisely.
Huh.
The persona is an armor of rebellion, meant to resist those who would try to exert their influence over others.
So basically, if he hands over his mask, Thing can just come back in and then destroy him, pretty much. And just fully control him, is basically what that just said. So there's no point in trying to hand the mask over.
Like the Phantom Thieves, interfering with those who possess this power is no small task.
Okay.
And you're saying this power of the will had started to take root in me as well?
Yep.
It is quite plausible if there was something to trigger it.
Anything happened to you recently that rings a bell? Like, you ever think, I'm having a burst of willpower, baby?
You definitely didn't have that, Ryuji. You just got mad enough to the point where you wanted to practically kick Kamoshida into a puddle.
That's quite a crude analogy. Oh!
So it did help you think of one.
Yep. What his was saving Erina, I'm pretty sure. And saving us. Based on what we saw.
It was the end of last year. As I told you before, I'd been undecided on whether to indict my father for his wrongdoings.
Ooh. What's this? This is new.
And it was right around that time when you all hijacked the live TV broadcast.
Oh, and the Phantom Thieves showed themselves to everybody to take down Shido.
Here I was struggling to stand up to my father while you were boldly proclaiming your beliefs to the entire nation.
Okay, that's cool.
When I thought about it that way, I felt inspired to show the same courage as you.
Huh.
As for what happened next, well, you already know that part.
Yep, he ended up getting pushed into his own heart and then trapped inside of it.
It is still only a possibility, but a faint seed of power may have taken root within him then.
Interesting.
Of course, a persona can be awakened in other ways too.
Which we've seen.
I see. I think I'm starting to understand.
Agreed. In other words, with ordinary people, Samael is able to invade their minds whenever it pleases.
Is that supposed to... Why is the random guy look like that? Poor dude. But, so no effect because he has a fragment of a persona. Okay. Interesting.
But with Toshiro, the subtle emergence of a power to resist prevented it from interfering.
Which makes sense.
These drawings are so, unique. Kind of at a loss here, but yeah, that sounds about right.
You can't even draw Morgana. Or actually, wait a minute. Actually, no, I think Morgana can, actually. I think I forgot about that. But, because we've seen Morgana draw out plans before, but... Okay, never mind. Now I think about it, we did see that. We didn't physically see it, but we did see, like, you know, a map that Morgana drew. Or, like, a plan. So, although it didn't directly say it, we have seen it. Even though Morgana said, I'll draw out a plan. I completely forgot about that kind of stuff. It's just been a while since we played the original story. So, yeah. Never mind.
Additionally, Toshiro's son being able to resist Samael's power meant he posed an even greater threat.
Exactly.
So it was willing to do whatever it took to snuff him out.
Completely.
And the moment it made the decision to eradicate my will for social change, it created this place.
Yep. Trying to completely destroy him. Completely. As best as it can.
Yes, the metaverse we currently find ourselves in is called the Kingdoms.
Which we knew. Okay, here we go. Kingdom has been upgraded. A cognitive world constructed within Toshiro's heart by Samael. As part of a scheme to break Toshiro's will, the rulers of the kingdom, such as Lady Marie and Lord Yoshiki, were mere puppets Samael created from Toshiro's memories to achieve this aim, as well as Ichiro Nakabachi, which we can't forget about, because he technically was one as well, even though Toshiro himself was also one. We'll make sure to mention both of those too.
Samael must have attempted to purge your will by using the memories which lay dormant in your heart.
Exactly.
Well, I never would have guessed there was a war being waged inside my own mind.
But, it would make sense with how much has been going on.
Even so, your subconscious was putting up a fight against Samael's invasion from the very beginning.
Which is why we saw all the rebel cores everywhere. And why Erina was made to be a rebel core in the first place, which makes a lot of sense.
And amidst it all, it's very likely that's when you were born within Toshiro Kasukabe's spirit.
Which makes sense.
Me?
Just like Samael used the individuals from Toshiro's memory as symbols of domination, there was another individual in Toshiro's heart who embodied the spirit of revolution.
Exactly. Which makes a lot of sense because she's his persona, and with the fact that he had this fragmentation of a persona, it was fighting at every step of the way to keep him safe, as best as it could. Unknown that it was one in the first place.
Eri.
With your mind under attack, you subconsciously materialized Eri and entrusted your hope to her.
So we can call Erina Eri if we want to then, at this point.
This hope was the power of your persona, the thing that Samael was trying to destroy before it fully formed.
Okay.
So in effect, this is what you're saying, yes? Samael created the kingdoms to try and quash the potential of Toshiro's power.
Okay. In order to resist, obviously, she was summoned while he was trying to conquer, and they were facing each other. Well, Eri was facing Samael without even really knowing more of the forces that Samael had.
In response, Toshiro's heart created Erina as a symbol of revolution, and the keeper of his power. So every battle the Rebel Corps fought was ultimately an effort to protect Toshiro's will.
Exactly. Huh.
Oh, not bad, Fox.
That's pretty cool.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
And he obviously drew that one, as we could see.
What are you trying to prove to her anyways?
That he is an artiste.
Things were looking pretty grim before the Phantom Thieves got here, so I'm not sure if I'd have lasted much longer.
You had only a fraction of power, but it was also very faint.
Makes sense.
It stands to reason that you would be unable to stave off Samael's invasion on your own.
Which is when we got here and we were able to help. But why would Samael summon us, though, then? That's a little confusing.
However, no matter how persistently Samael attacked, it was never able to completely wither out your will. Thus, hitting the limits of its patience, Samael opted for a last resort.
What were we, the last resort?
That is when it must have dragged the real Toshiro Kasukabe into this metaverse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It made us really think that Yoshiki and Marie were the real villains at the very beginning, though. Even though they are villains, but it seems like they had nothing to any connection to Samael, just like they were used as Samael's puppets in a way to control Toshiro.
And then it used my fiancé, my father, and my imposter. Each one of my traumas trying to corner me.
Yep, as well as Ichiro. But new memo, rulers. A term for any who rules over a kingdom such as Lady Marie or Lord Yoshiki, as cognitive beings that Samael created from Toshiro's past trauma. The ruler's goal is to keep Toshiro under control with psychological and emotional manipulation. Unlike shadows, rulers are in no way linked to their real-world counterparts, so us dealing with them did nothing in the real world. So everything that's happened here didn't affect them. But Toshiro is going to be the one that, would affect them, because he promised us to take him down once and for all, once he got out of here. So, makes sense.
It wasn't able to break Toshiro's heart with Erina defending it, so it went for the throat instead.
Exactly.
Ugh, seriously? Using a person's memories to try and break them down emotionally is some real sick stuff.
Yeah, it is really sick.
You got that right. For the people? Who's it kidding?
Exactly.
That didn't go according to plan either, did it?
Not at all.
No, it did not. Therefore, it would stand to reason that Salmael is also in a difficult position.
Because it can't get rid of Erina.
The fact that it showed itself would seem to indicate the intention to settle things with its own hands.
Yep, take us down once and for all by literally destroying Toshiro face to face.
Which means we're in for a head-to-head fight, right?
Exactly. Okay, you just have to win.
Yes, you have the general idea.
Yep, eat Samael on its own game.
I know we went through all this relatively quickly, but we will be arriving shortly.
Shortly, you say, so we're almost there then. Almost in the abyss. Okay, well, here we go.
I will be happy to answer any more questions to the best of my ability after we arrive.
Okay, Lavenza. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Lavenza.
Thank you indeed.
To put it plainly, the enemy is yet another nosy god wannabe.
Fair enough.
It's not going to be an easy fight, but when has that ever stopped the Phantom Thieves?
True. It's happened 3 times now if we include strikers.
Pardon me?
Yeah, what's up, Lavenza?
We will be arriving momentarily, everyone. Are all your preparations in order?
I think so.
Hell yeah! Bring it on!
Bring it on indeed.
I would have liked to enjoy this pleasant train ride a bit longer, but I suppose that will have to wait until we clean up this mess.
Yeah, more than likely.
Our morale couldn't be higher. Onwards!
Onwards indeed.
No cause for concern, I see. Very well. I will take us right in.
Okay, Lavenza, take us where we need to go.
Huh?
That didn't sound good. Oh, it broke.
We have arrived safely. Please, watch your step getting off.
Yeah, you don't want to trip over a gear that kept this train in one piece in the first place.
Excuse me, but is that what you call safe?
I don't think Lavenza understands the word safe.
The world did 3 whole rotations.
I'm dizzy.
Poor Futaba. Her eyes.
Sorry. Could I get a bag or something?
I don't think there is any.
Anyhow, it looks like we made it to the enemy stronghold.
Yeah, it looks like that indeed.
Do you think Samael's waiting up ahead?
I don't think directly ahead, but I definitely feel like it's, in the depths of this place like Yaldabaoth, I would think.
Yes, but I wouldn't expect a warm reception.
Yeah, definitely not.
I would suggest going further only when amply prepared.
Okay, fair. Please, I need a break. Let's end this once and for all.
This is the final battle. Let's get the win and stop this nutcase for good.
I don't think we're going to be taking him on right away.
Yeah. And I'll settle the score with my past once and...
You don't make it easy to have a cool exit, do you?
Well, he's puking his entire stomach out right now, so it's fair. Let him get his breath back. Okay, well, we're officially in the abyss now. Now it's just figuring out where to go now. And what to prepare for. End things for good is our new objective. Questions for Lavenza. Any new equipment. Oops. Went to the wrong one. Skills, though, I am curious. Did we finally unlock that final area? No, not yet. Really? Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna put my point back into this real quick. That's interesting. It's very interesting. What would I rather like for Morgana here? Heavy damage is always helpful. Kinda like the idea of extra skill range. She's already good. Ryuji has the point of doing that, but I'd rather have the godlike speed. Haru. Honestly, more damage is always helpful. Yeah, I like the extra damage. We can go for that instead. And Yusuke, I think I took off, no, I didn't. I didn't take anything off. That was super important. So we're still good. Everything here is pretty much a-okay. We can probably take this off for extra movement. I like that. Extra skill range could always be helpful, especially for how she attacks. Futaba's able to get another point into something now, which could be for HP. Or what we could do is also do something like that and get that now. But I'm going to say we do both of these for now. And then Erina. Does Toshiro not have any? It looks like a no on that. That's fair. Okay. Would have liked to be able to upgrade Toshiro. Wonder if in New Game Plus we'll be able to do that or not. That'd be kind of cool. But let's see here. For her... That's a good question, actually. Don't really need emergency support, honestly. I could probably just grab that instead. And work with that. Because I feel like that's pretty good as is for her abilities. Okay. I think we're pretty good with what we have. And obviously, don't think we need to mess with personas. The only thing I can think of, like, right now is go to the shop and buy some weapons real quick. So I'll do a small cut so you guys don't have to watch me go through these, because I don't think there's gonna be... Actually, there might not even be anything I like compared to what we already have. The only, like, ones I can think of are the ones that would be like this. But I don't really think I need that. I kind of like Hypno on this, to be fair. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... What was that one with 110? Jeez. Kind of like that, but it's less range. I could probably get a better one if I merge it via the other thing. I'm gonna say no to those for now. And just hold on to the money we have and go from there. Okay. No quest yet, I don't think, at least. Let me definitely double check that. Probably will get one soon, though. Let's see what questions for Lavenza is real quick. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry about any weapons yet. Maybe later, though.
By the look on your face, I take it there is still something on your mind.
Oh, this one's actually voiced.
I am more than happy to shed some light on your understanding of the situation, if you would like.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, please do.
Of course. So what would you like to discuss first?
Okay. About this train.
As I told you before, this is the Velvet Room, but with an altered appearance.
Okay.
The appearance of the Velvet Room will change depending on the visitor's state of mind.
Obviously.
But typically, once an appearance has been determined, a second transformation should not be possible.
Unless this is Toshiro's one.
Therefore, I believe this world and Salmael are responsible for the current aberration from the norm.
Okay. So it is still ours.
Is this related to what you said before? About the room being unstable?
Possibly.
Salmael is an entity that specializes in rooting out threatening ideologies
Huh.
In other words, the ability to counteract is presumably one of its strengths.
That would make sense.
However, nullifying either one entirely seems to have been beyond its means.
Really?
Furthermore, because the Velvet Room regained its form from within a state of limbo, I presume its current appearance is only temporary.
That would make sense, so it's gonna go back to the normal Velvet Room soon. Okay, so it'll go back to normal.
It seems safe to assume so.
Okay.
Between the interference of Salmael, the growth of your own heart, and the will of Toshiro Kasukabe, the present appearance is likely the result of these irregularities happening all at once.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay. It's a lot of, like, questions, but yeah, it makes sense.
That makes sense. Well, at any rate, having this train has been a major convenience.
It really has been.
For now, let's just be grateful for it.
As best we can be grateful for it, indeed.
Is there anything else you wish to ask me?
About the kingdom.
Salmael was the entity responsible for creating this world in Toshiro Kasukabe's heart.
Okay.
This much I told you already, correct?
Yeah, exactly, but you're going more in depth on it. Obviously.
What's going on with Marie and all the Legionnaires? How'd they actually come to be?
Good question, Morgana.
Because they didn't seem like shadows to me.
Yeah, they seem like something more.
Those who reigned as rulers were created from memories and images.
Okay.
They were idols Salmael conjured for the purpose of emotionally cornering Toshiro Kasukabe.
Makes sense.
I believe you have all witnessed an entity being born from an unintentional breakdown of cognition before?
We definitely have.
You mean from Futaba's palace, right? The cognitive form of her mother.
Which is what we mentioned before. Okay. Good that they mentioned that, because I said that, and I thought that was important.
In actuality, they were fragments of Salmael's own existence, with the visual appearances of their real-world selves.
Interesting. So Salmael was in Persona 5's original story, just not in a way that we could see it. Okay, cool. That's actually really cool to know.
So all that time, they were treating Toshiro like their plaything, when they were the actual puppets all along, huh?
Yep.
Wait, does that mean the Legionnaires were this way too?
Possibly.
Yes, but unlike their rulers, it seems like Salmael used shadows that were drifting in the subconscious sea.
Huh.
And in order to force those shadows to submit to its will, it absorbed them.
Okay, so it took those shadows and broke them down, and that's why they dropped the ears that were connected to shadows. So we were able to reform them with the gears we got.
The power crystals that appeared when the Legionnaires were defeated were likely remnants of this process.
Which is basically what I just said. That's cool.
Is there anything else you wish to discuss?
Yeah, one last thing. About Erina.
Her case is another extremely rare one. A cognitive presence, a persona, a shadow.
Okay.
It may be best to think of her as a being that shares attributes with all of these.
Okay. Putting that in mind.
Meaning...
Toshiro Kasukabe created Erina when his will and the power within his heart were struggling to be heard.
Okay.
She was the embodiment of Toshiro's feelings of hope, revolution, and resistance.
Which makes a lot of sense because she's based off of Eri in the real world.
When you describe it like that, she sure does sound a lot like a cognitive being.
She really does. And she definitely seems like a cognitive being. Like a real person.
Subconsciously, Toshiro entrusted her with his power, the of a persona, figuratively speaking.
Okay.
One could say that while in this state, she was a cognitive being with an inner persona.
Which is pretty cool, honestly. So Erina will always be in Toshiro, either as a persona or a cognate person inside of his heart to protect him, which is pretty cool.
Typically, personas and shadows are two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
And the entity known as Erina carried the light and darkness of Toshiro's heart.
Huh.
So she was born from cognition, but she's also Toshiro's persona.
Exactly.
Which would explain why Erina's still herself even after she awakened to her power.
That would definitely explain things.
Furthermore, even though this area may have been conquered, a portion of it remains connected to people's hearts.
Which is the final area here.
A possibility remains that the events that took place here had a subconscious effect on the real Eri Natsuhara's heart.
Really?
No. But, again, this is all speculation on an exceptional circumstance, and exclusive to this specific situation.
So basically what she's saying is the real Eri technically is with us. In subconsciousness, at least. Which is pretty cool. I actually really like that. That actually somewhat confirms that she is still around, which is really good. Because, well, Toshiro can fix things up with her. Which is a good ending for him, honestly, if that is the case.
It would be disingenuous of me to go on about theories I cannot substantiate.
Okay. Fair enough.
Is there anything else you wish to discuss?
Oh no, that was it, Lavenza.
Thank you very much, Miss Lavenza. I feel like it's all making a lot more sense to me now.
Yeah, same.
Well, if I was able to be of assistance, then I could not ask for anything more.
No problem.
Now then, this is as far as the train can take you.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Please proceed on your own from here, and good luck facing Salmael.
Well, I'll definitely try.
Fortunately, despite the change in appearance, the Velvet Room has retained its usual functions.
Yeah, definitely. I would say so.
I shall be able to assist you with persona fusions and the like whenever necessary.
Thank you, Lavenza.
That's a huge help, Miss Lavenza. What would we do without you?
Very good question.
Okay, I say we'd better prep for battle before moving out.
Okay, moving out indeed, Joker. As Morgana was basically saying there. Oh, 6 points for that one. Usually we get a lot less for those, so that's actually really nice. Was that enough to get anything? Probably not, but worth the check, right? Ooh, might have actually. Let's see, if I were to take this off, what would I get? Upgrade for heavy damage. I like the sound of that. Yeah. Please give me that. Could take Despair Amp too, to be fair, but 105. Let's see here. 70, 105. If I were to have this, does it show it directly? Okay. Seems pretty good to me. And then, obviously Morgana doesn't have enough. On has enough for something. Although it's not something I really need. We'll take it though. And then Ryuji has enough for something as well. Just HP though. We'll take it. It's something for now. Just to have. I would rather have this one for Yusuke, I'm gonna be honest. The HP one is only when you get triple threats. And we haven't really had HP problems. Honestly, Stop and Go is not bad at all. I'm gonna take that. It seems pretty good to me. It gives Erina extra movement. If we can get godlike speed, that would be really nice for Erina, honestly. But honestly, I think that's pretty much all I can really see here for what we would want for all that stuff. While we're here, let's take our save. Well, I thought it was a different one. Reach Samael. Okay. Well, we are definitely doing that, so let's head on out and see what happens next. See what we can do from there. Just prepare for whatever terrible thing could possibly happen once we do make our way out of here. I don't think we're directly going straight to Samael, though. Doubt it. Very much doubt it. But I do think we're preparing for something. Oh, straight into a battle. Toshiro and Erina. During party formation, you are still able to choose 3 units besides Toshiro for your party, including Erina. When Toshiro uses a skill, Erina will transform into Ernesto. Erina is immune from certain effects like explosions, and both share healing and buff effects. Interesting. Well, I'm definitely trying that, so throw Erina onto the field. And then I guess we'll do... Let me see what we got here. Ooh, these enemies look different. So-called, the old names of them. These ones are actually based off of Marie's army. That's interesting. So they're back as that army, but like, it's like a Forge version, kind of like, in the Super Mario RPG world, when we were dealing with, Smithy and his army. That's actually kind of interesting. Okay. But yeah, with there being upper levels, I'm gonna say definitely we bring Yusuke. So those two can go, Yusuke can come, Erina can get into the party. And then I think what we should do is throw on a skill for Yusuke for being able to help out as much as he can. I'm gonna take Mabufu off. No, not enough. Let's see here. Is there a way I can kind of do this in a way that... Not really. Okay. I just want to make sure I have that, because I'd like to have the double follow-up. We don't really use his abilities. We use him for more weapon-based stuff, so there's no need to worry about that. But I think we're... Oh wait. Almost forgot. Need to throw on our personas. Which is pretty much, looks like you can't throw one on to good old buddy of Toshiro here then. Okay, good to know. So we just bring Ganesha and we are good to go then. Do we want Yatsugarasu here? I'm gonna go with Asterius for this one. I don't think we're gonna need the extra persona for this one. We're gonna go with the safety of actually having a helpful persona on our side just in case. But there we go. Start the battle. Let's see. Defeat all enemies.
I don't understand.
What is this place? It's eerie vacuous, and even the turning gears seem listless.
The air feels heavy too. It's hard to breathe. Looks like we're someplace in the sky, far above the sea level.
Interesting.
So this is the lair. It's probably safe to say this is Samael's kingdom. Hey, there's no time to idle chit-chat, guys. I'm taking multiple enemy signals. And I can bet they won't let us pass easily.
But
No matter how many, it won't be enough to stop us.
That's it. Let's clean these guys up quickly and send this god of whatever straight to hell.
Okay.
I'm perfectly ready now.
So he can only use the persona ability to attack. Okay. I was thinking that because of the fact that there was no thing to make him have a weapon. Also, I think it's interesting that he doesn't actually have his mask on during battle, now that he is on the field. Would be cool if he did. But interesting, though, nonetheless. Just to mention that, honestly. But from here, we just prepare for whatever we could possibly do to be able to help him out as best we can. Prepare for Samael while we make our way through. But that's easier said than done, obviously. But, well, we'll figure it out as we go, right? Let's see, though. So, I'm guessing we use her first, is what I'm understanding. Also, we gotta find a way up there. All the way around. We got a guy over here. Be best to knock him off, if we can. Could go straight down the middle. We blow up that. Never a bad idea. Don't mind that one. I don't mind that. Not a bad idea. Also could always use Toshiro to do that too, if need be. So, might be worth it there. Could always use him to help us move these guys as well. Also, we could push this guy too. Never a bad idea. Okay. Or we can always use Liberator too. That's a major hit on all of them. Not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, let's do it. I like that. It's a big hit on everyone. Okay. He comes down. Okay. So now he's down and finished for what he needs to do. Now we can just figure out what we want to do here. Okay. Well, the person with the biggest attack range should probably be the one to try something right now. Let's see. Not that one. I want one that's directly on top of this guy. Does it hit anybody? Not really. But it's close. Okay. It's more about like how we want to do this, honestly. In a way. Hopefully to the point where we can move through here. I'm definitely saying we do that. Oop. That was not intentional. But it did give us some extra movement, kind of. Even though that was not my intention. But okay, we're now up here. We can use this to our benefit, too. Do a major get him here, too. Wow, okay. Don't mind that, honestly. I think I'm going to try and use that to my benefit, then. Let's try and, like... Ooh, I can't get very far. Okay, Yusuke needs to stay back here. Can't really do much with that. Okay. We'll try and stay as far back as we can, basically. That's what I'm going to say. Okay, that hits everybody. This also hits everybody, but it also gets rid of that. I like that idea. Let's go for it. Get a good Megan over here, as well as a bunch of damage. Okay, gets rid of that. Another opening. Could go in here and get rid of these guys if needed.
Wipe them out.
But Yusuke, if you were to move over here and try and help out, what would you be able to do?
What to do here?
Looks like I can help out quite a bit. Which isn't a bad idea, by any means necessary. Okay, if I move like that, that's pretty good. Gets rid of a bunch of enemies too. I like it. Not bad at all. We're also up against a safety zone too. We're also getting rid of a bunch of enemies on top of that. Okay, cool. We also get rid of you, which is always good. I'm gonna back up slightly. There's still that guy behind me, but I'm gonna try and do something here. I would like to freeze this guy, I think. I think that would be a good idea. Just in case. You never know what he might plan on doing. Okay, he's frozen. I'm gonna make my way above him. Well, I just realized we got rid of Yusuke's ability to do a bunch of stuff from above, didn't we? Which is fine. We can work with that. It's just a little unfortunate is all. No way to get to a safety spot from this location, so I'm gonna just probably Bufadine you to confirm that you don't try anything. Okay, 2 frozen enemies. And then a guy that was blocking off an area.
Well, we still gotta do this.
Okay. Lots of enemies coming in. Okay, not bad. He's still blocking that area. But there's still probably something we can do there. Okay, but let's get everybody moved forward as best we can. I'm gonna say, Toshiro, you're gonna stay down here, buddy. I feel safer with you moving with us. And it seems like I might be able to liberate. Ooh, actually, yeah, I can. Yeah, let's definitely go for it then. We can use him for the triple threat too. With him moving like that. Okay, that works out. Okay. And then if we could somehow get that guy encircled, that would be huge. Is he completely blocking this area? Yeah, he kind of is. Okay. Get a good chunk of blasts in there. Don't like that positioning though. But I can also take his spot. Yeah, that might work. You know what? Let's try it. Worth a shot, right? Okay, we can move in. I'm gonna try and get as far back as possible. Okay, what does that look like? It's pretty big. I like it, and also gets rid of that guy off the panel too. It's huge. Okay, cool. And then I think... Wait a minute. We might be able to get Joker to get rid of the last guy. Joker, you go all the way back as far as you can go, buddy. And then anything else we needed to do? Just defeat it in 7 turns. Okay. This should be the completion of this level. Ooh, that guy's like right out of range. Erina, if you were to move here. Is this guy still in there? No, he's not. Okay. I think we can still work with that. The thing is it's just one enemy, right? Yeah, it's just him. So we have 3 people that can deal with him, and we can go from there. That's huge. Okay, cool. Huge, huge triple threat there, honestly. Now we just got this guy in the back to worry about, and that's pretty easy. We just got to get Joker and or someone else close enough to actually deal with them. We can also do a Phantom Judge on him as well to force him onto the floor. And then we just do another triple threat on him and go from there. Which should be more than enough as long as we encircle him. Like so. And plus we also still have Erina's one too. Which is always good. But there we go. Easy first level. Okay. Who's still left? I don't see anybody. Where are... Oh, it's that guy. Completely forgot you were on the map, buddy. I'm gonna be honest. Here's Wupadine. That's a confirmation of you knocked out. And that should be level complete, right? Nope, more enemies. They don't get to move, right? Okay, good. Seemingly 2 more enemies, as it should say. But they didn't get to take any movement, so we got to move right away, which is really good.
What to do here?
Okay, Joker, you make your way forward, buddy. Let's get good old Toshiro closer too, as we can. And actually, we can go for a Liberator here too, to get a good hit on all of them. Which I like the idea of. So you just do that, Toshiro, because that helps us out a lot. Because that gives us 2 openings. Okay. Make our way down. Let's see here. Anybody able to get directly behind any of these ones? Not really, but it doesn't look like it really matters. I'm just gonna melee you. Might as well. Take his positioning. And then just for safety, I'm gonna go Igon here. Just to grab the extra movement when we do knock him out. So I'm not gonna knock him out with Joker if I can help it. Just to keep the extra movement. Okay, seems like level complete. Two turns to take out all those enemies is pretty good. But let's be honest, we do have an extra, you know, ally on top of the field now. But that was huge, I like that. I really like that. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Although we lose an extra persona slot because of the fact that, you know, Toshiro can't have one of those gears. It was pretty good.
We made it through. Why do you think those enemies got all so hostile all of a sudden?
Now that Toshiro's awakened, Sumire can't use the photorealistic projections and colors from the film of his memory. In other words, the enemies just now must have been its pawns made up of nothing more than artificial empty matter.
Yeah, that would explain why they can't revive anymore, which means we have time to get back to the hideout. Going by Miss Lavenza's intel, I'm guessing these gears are supposed to represent the will of the masses.
Seemingly.
With Toshiro set to become Prime Minister, it must think that quashing his will to change, for change, will deter the rest of the people too.
What?
Seemingly. Slaw Mill, was it? Sheesh. For God, it sure is petty.
Well, let's be off.
Needless to say, I don't intend to let it have its way. Alright, onwards everyone.
Okay. So we can head back to the hideout, apparently. So it's just as long, like, how long these levels take for us, basically. Okay. Seems easy enough. So these things are mindless drones, compared to anything else we've dealt with so far. But I don't see a way to head back to the place. If I were to hit this velvet room, looks like it is taking me back. Let's see. It's going. Nope, it took me to this velvet room and not the hideout
You wish
one.
to perform a fusion?
Okay,
Well then,
interesting.
are you finished?
Okay,
Well then, have a pleasant day.
Why did it say I can go back to the hideout then? Okay. I think that makes sense. So they're not going to respawn, so if we do, I guess the game will take us back to the hideout then, at some point, is basically what it's saying. Okay, I think I get it. Okay, for this one, 7 turns, fail to win in 9 turns or all allies are wiped out, is a failure. Okay, seems easy enough. Oops, didn't mean to go to personas first. Okay, for this one, probably someone with a lot of movement would be very helpful for this one. So, definitely Morgana. Ryuji's not bad for this, but we already did Ryuji. I'm gonna go Haru, because of the fact that I know I can make Haru move fast, without the fact that it looks like she can't. So, the 5 movement isn't a detriment to her at all at the moment, just because of what we did with her skills. Okay. Morgana's got some points. Let's take that off for now. What can I do with that? Anything important? Probably dashing would actually be really important in this one. So I think we definitely take that. And then, anyone else? Haru's got some points. Although, we can grab that. It's not bad. I would like to get one of these soon for the extra stuff there. No Ryuji, I put HP into, but nothing exactly helpful for him. But Yusuke, I would definitely say getting him this back would be a good idea, but I also would like to get this again. Just because that was a really nice ability to have. But I guess we'll just grab Bufu for now, just because I don't want to forget having that. Makoto, I would definitely say the skill range is safer to save for, but we're just gonna hold that on just so she has something. Okay, cool. So who we're gonna bring is definitely Morgana and Haru. So Morgana, you can have Yatsugarasu, that's fine. And then obviously Haru. Actually, wait a minute. You have Ganesha, actually. I think we can work with that. So Ganesha for you. And then Haru, what would be the best one for you at the moment? Because right now it doesn't really matter as much. Yatsugarasu would be nice to have. We already have Sayadine. Nikidola doesn't sound too bad. Pretty much Yatsugarasu is the best one out of the ones we have. Okay, we'll take it. Wish I had Hawkeye at the moment, but that's fine. Okay, cool. I think we're good with that. I'm gonna grab a save too while we're making our way over. Path to the Goddess, apparently, is where we're at. Okay, I think we're good. Let's head on in. Prepare for whatever happens this one. 7 turns for all enemies.
Get ready. Don't have time to be lazy. Pick up the pace.
Okay. Looks like we can maybe take advantage as best we can on a lot of this stuff. Joker can go pretty far, so let's see where Joker can possibly go. Not too bad. Haru, if Haru were to go up here, could always use Toshiro to help us out here as well, the best we can. If I go over here, does that... That's the guy moving and not anything else. Okay. Toshiro, if you were to go up here, jump up to here, jump over here, and liberate her. You can bash this open, which is pretty good, although Haru and Morgana need to move, just in case, because we don't really trust that positioning. Okay, but yeah, I definitely like the idea of breaking through this, so let's definitely go for that. Blast them open, move him away, gets him to move a little bit. Okay. Works out. I like the idea of pushing him completely out, too, if we can help it. And also go for my Aegon here. Who's gonna hit with us? Doesn't look like I can hit the guy over there, but I might be able to, depending on the positioning. Looks like a no. Okay, Haru. We do make our way over here. Could go for that as well. Morgana. I kind of like the idea of just dropping this guy off of here. Honestly. Just get him away from us. Let's just keep him away. Like, keep away with him. No reason not to, right? Okay. And then we already did you, so don't need to worry about that. Could just blast you. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. You go for it. Okay. Down you go. Got one more action from you. Could make our way over, try and use her to our benefit of getting a complete jump on everyone. Is there anybody that we can go for at the current angle? Not really. But, kind of like this positioning more, honestly. But honestly, Morgana might be able to move far enough back that it might be able to encircle everybody, currently. Let's see. Looks like it is giving everybody. Okay, I don't mind putting Haru into that position. Didn't mean to press A, but it's fine. Okay, bunch of enemies out. I'm gonna have Morgana follow Joker, just in case.
It's over for you.
Might be able to push him out of position, too. Yeah, I kind of like him farther away, if I can help it. I don't know if I have the capability here. Because I don't want him punching Joker if I can help it. Because he is in a weird spot. I think he can reach Joker. Yeah, he definitely can reach Joker. Okay. If that is the case, then let's see what happens if I do push him back. Because Joker can still hit after this. And then we can maybe use that to our benefit. Okay, not too bad. We can go my Aegon for some more movement here. Maybe set up another triple threat. Or, well, what would be an all-out attack now because of the fact of everyone. Okay, looks like maybe positioning here is gonna require me to be like this. Which is good, because that gets rid of 2 more enemies on our first turn, which is huge. So I definitely say we keep going with what we have right there. Only 2 more enemies left, just a Ravager or Revenger and a Supporter. Okay, what are you doing? Just some regular damage. He's moving. Okay, not too bad.
What to do here?
Here I go.
Okay. You move forward, buddy. I'm gonna say this one seems like I might be able to just go Liberator here to push them both out of position. He jumps down. He can't make it anywhere near us. Now it's all about just positioning everybody in the right positions and then getting a huge jump on everyone. Ooh, it looks like Haru can't get over there at all right now, which is fine. We can make do with this. Looks like I can maybe jump down here. Ooh, I could probably take Joker down here, actually. Not a bad idea. And then we can drop you into Joker, which we can use as a benefit. Not too bad. Also flings him somewhat. Okay, not too bad. And then we can also forcefully go for him if need be. I'm going to try and do as much damage as possible though. I'd rather it, just in case. I don't trust these guys when it comes to the Grenadiers. They can be pretty dangerous if you're not careful. So, while we can help it, I'm going to try and do it in a way that we can do it like this, and just, I'm going to just press A through this one since it's just one of them. But there we go. Not bad. Level complete. 2 already complete already. Not bad at all. And only 2 turns too for that one. Level 67, a bunch of money. Always good. And nobody got knocked out, and we got a free Garuda. We already had the rest. Not bad. Stage cleared, and off we go to the next one. If we even go straight into a level or not, I'm not really sure. But so far, so good. So far, so good indeed. Ooh, something's happening.
The atmosphere here just screams ambush.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way.
What do we have here? Did you all really just come waltzing in like schmucks again?
Marie's back. Long time no see, Marie. Long time no see.
That voice.
Oh, that's a familiar voice.
I won't let you get away from me this time. Toshiro!
Hey. Although you didn't yell at us like you would normally do. Looks like she's more unfazed with her emotions now.
Oh crap, Arie? What are you doing back from the dead?
This isn't her.
Yeah, it isn't.
It is presumably an illusion Salmael conjured up to rattle Toshiro-san.
Yeah, 100%.
Toshiro! Toshiro! Toshiro!
Nope, that anger and emotion's still in there.
You're a piece of trash. You can't do anything on your own. You think rebelling now will do you any good?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, Marie.
You're nothing but a wind-up doll. Give it up already. There's no point.
Makes you wonder if Marie really is as bad as they're showing in here, then. I am kind of curious. I wonder if she's like... She's bad, but I don't know if she's just as bad as this Marie. It makes you really question.
Say what you want, but you're wasting your time. I can walk on my own 2 legs now.
Yep, you definitely can.
So I'm taking this will of mine, and I'm ending my relationship with you.
Good on you, Toshiro.
Shut up! Shut up!
She's mad about that.
You think you can defy me and get away with it? You piece of crap! Trash! Scum!
Jeez.
You're my marionette!
No, we're not.
Right?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, you are!
Nope.
You have to be!
Well, he doesn't want to be.
Is it just me, or has her vitriol gone up a notch?
It definitely has.
I'm rich and famous! I'm a master, not a slave! Lowly peasants, grovel before me!
I don't think you're the master of this world anymore, but I'm not going to call you the other one, to be fair. That's not something I would say. But you are definitely not the master of this realm. That's definitely Salmael.
Just because you have money, just because you have power, you have no right to keep people down.
You really don't.
Let's go, everybody. This is a fight we can't lose.
Not at all. Okay. Well, here we go. It looks like we're taking on Marie for the second time of our adventure. She can actually be a boss fight, like the original one, or is this going to be slightly different? Guess we'll find out here. It's definitely a battle. So that means we're more than likely going to see our other... Yep. We're definitely going to see the other bosses then. So we're building our way up to Samael. Okay then. Well, if that's the case, we're definitely going to play this smart then. Go for anybody that we know we can do a lot of damage with. Ryuji is pretty good on damage. I like that. Could just go Yusuke and Ryuji like we did the original time, but this time we have Toshiro on the team. I don't mind that, honestly. Sounds pretty cool to me. Okay, other than that, did we get any more skill points? Oh, we definitely did. Let's use those real quick. No way to use follow-up here, so don't even worry about that. We'll probably take my, this, just in case. Then we just need to look for Ryuji. Take off this one. Indestructible is not bad. That's pretty good, but we don't need it here. This one's kind of more of like what we feel like is better. Mazianga could be good, but we don't need it here. Can I take Shock Amp? I actually kind of want that instead, just because we don't need the other one right now. Then Yusuke, for you, buddy. We don't need follow-up right now, so let's take that off. And then, don't think we're going to need that, so let's take Freeze Amp instead, and go from there. I think that's huge for what we can get. And then go from there. Okay, cool. And then Personas, obviously Ganesha needs to come with us. And then Yatsugarasu on one of them. Who would rather have it, though, is the question. For Yatsugarasu. SP... I think, Ryuji would like that one more. And then for the Ganesha... Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah, I like that. Cool. While we have the chance, grab our save. What is this one called? I'm curious. Farewell to Domination. So yeah, this is the end of Marie then, is basically what this is telling us. Okay, one last thing. One analysis, and then I think we're good. Firing range, 75 damage, 3000 HP, 22 moves. Or move for movement. Nothing of notes. Interesting. Okay. In we go then. This time with Toshiro on our team.
Damn you, disgusting vermin!
Who passed? Who won't learn their lesson? Get turned into pig feed.
Oh, this is bad.
Watch out! She's way more powerful than that time. Everyone be careful.
And this time we're actually going to be able to beat her, because Toshiro isn't going to be above us this time. So we need to be very careful on positioning here.
Perfect. You'll be safe there.
I don't mind getting hit. So,
Nice position.
just be close enough. Yeah, this should be fine. Erina, Ernesto, help us out. Okay, Yusuke, as close as you can get, buddy. Just do as much damage as we can in a short amount of time before she starts moving, is what we need to do here, I think. Looks like I can just blast. Let's go for that. Not bad.
Joker's hit the mark.
And then Ryuji, give her a good old blast with your shotgun. Okay, cool. A lot of damage already.
Right on target. Well then.
She's definitely weaker than first time when it comes to HP wise. Okay.
Huh, those bouquets. They aren't the ones that explode, are they?
Yep.
You bet they are. Send them flying back at Mario before they explode.
Huh, how exactly am I supposed to do that? Think I'll leave the bouquets to the rest of you.
I'm leaving it to you.
Instead, focus on going after Marie. We can do this, everyone.
Okay, yeah, because he doesn't have a weapon. Surprised we don't give him one to be able to help out melee-wise, because he could easily help if we were to give him one. Not close enough to do anything, though, so I guess we just kind of
Perfect.
just wail on her as much as we can while she does her thing. It's basically what I see. She'll walk forward eventually. Actually, wait a minute. There might be a way. Yeah, let's try it. Push. Don't know why I went for that one instead, but we'll figure it out. Actually, wait, yeah, it doesn't work that way. I don't know why I tried that. But, yeah, it's not going to be close enough. Okay, Ryuji, you're just going to be out in the open for a turn. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll just try and do some damage to her. I think we would have been able to go for an all-out attack if we played it better there. It was just my unfortunate positioning. Should have went for the one that was directly behind. Okay, here we go. Oh, she didn't go for Ryuji there. Surprising. Okay, all those go. It's fine. She'll spawn some more here in a second. Just completely go in on her. Now she's in a better position, too, so we'll take what we can get. I don't know if she's going to spawn in that giant tank again, though.
What to do here?
It's a good question. You're going to go over here, Joker. Just try and do as much damage as you can, buddy. While we can. Already halfway into our HP bar. And then... You know we can put... Ooh, is that not doing damage? No, it is. Okay. Just didn't look like it for a second. Okay. Ooh, 47. Phase 2. More than likely.
You puny scum!
Oh, you plebeians are defying me? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Oh, y'all just need to shut up and do as I tell you.
Okay, well, yep, there's the tank. Okay, here we go.
Cut this spiky tank too. Everyone watch out.
Yep, watch out indeed. Prepare for whatever happens here. Just get into safety as best you can. Okay, your turn. Recharged S2, looks like.
I'll take care of this.
Active boost for free. I'll take it. Cool.
Got this in the bag. Let's go, people.
Okay. Play it safe if need be, but I don't think current movement we need to worry about. I think just be as safe as we can. I think we don't have to worry about the yellow markers until it actually starts ramming around. So as long as we play it safe, we're good. Could go Phantom Judge, but it doesn't count as a knockdown here. Could have used it with Yusuke instead. Let's give you a good old blast with Ryuji. Okay, not bad. You're gonna stay back here, buddy. Just get as much damage as we can. And then for Igon, she's in her last 1,000 now. Not bad. Good chunk of damage just because of the Madara Kaja that we got. Here comes the bride. And here's where things are gonna get interesting.
Oh, time for a drive. Make sure not to squirm, or it'll hurt more than it needs to.
Come at us with all you got. We can handle anything.
Oh, this is bad.
I'll definitely be bad if you get run over. Make sure we get out of the way, okay?
Okay. Be prepared. Be as careful as possible. Okay. No bouquets here, so just play it safe. Hit her with some damage, and do what we can, is all we need to do. Okay, not bad. Just hit as much as we can here. Do as much as we can on damage. 93. Let's do like a phantom. But we're gonna do it from over here. And summon in a couple extra allies for us. No reason not to, right? Just because the ability helps us in being safe. We can still hit Bufadine from here too, which is always good. Okay, cool. 136 more damage. And then a good old Igon here for Joker to prepare for the next turn. Okay, so far so good. Still in a good spot. Bloodstained Isle. No damage for you. Down you go. Bunch of rocks. Here comes the bride part 2. Any bouquets?
Come on, show me what you got. There's plenty more where that came from.
No bouquets though for this one. Okay. That's probably your best position there, buddy. So let's just get you there. Okay, not bad. Joker, we just don't need you to be in that one type of spot. So as long as you're out of this area,
What to do here?
you're pretty safe. There we go. Everyone's in safety. Let's start the damage and get her closer to down. Okay. Oh, she's fading away. So no phase 3. Cool.
Oh yeah, we win. Kind of went out like a emergency. Samael is going to keep trying to interfere like this. We should pay Mrs. Lavenza a quick visit, just to cover our bases.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Excuse me.
Toshiro-san.
Alright, I was just remembering something about Mario.
Well then.
In any case, I'm in favor of heading back. Shall we get going?
Yeah, probably a good idea. So we are heading back to the hideout. So taking out a leader leads us back to the hideout, it looks like. So we need to go through Yoshiki then, and definitely Ichiro. And I don't think we're going through Toshiro. I think. We could be wrong. But we're definitely going through Yoshiki, and I would think Ichiro. There we go. Not bad. Free Atavaka, which I don't have, which is good. Another free King Frost, I'll take that. That's a free Bufudine. I'll definitely take me a free Bufudine. I like those. But there we go. Not bad at all. Not bad at all indeed. But cool. We are definitely back at the hideout. We got a new quest too. What kind of quest? I'm curious, just to see. We're not going to do it today, but I would like to see what's going on. Let's see...
May I have a moment?
Oh. Okay.
There's something I must share with you immediately. If possible, please come to the Velvet Room right away.
Okay. I arrive at the Velvet Room upon being summoned by Lavenza. Okay, I didn't even hit Velvet Room, but I wanted to just see get quest.
Welcome, Trickster. Looks like the time to face Samael and put an end to all of this is finally upon us. I wish the Velvet Room with the Velvet Room lacking the power it once held, I have no choice but to leave our fate in your hands.
Well, leave it to me then.
I would expect nothing less from you, Trickster. I feel that we have made yet another breakthrough in this world. I came up with an idea while pondering how else I could be of help to you.
What shall you do?
What kind of help?
I've decided to provide a trial for you and your friends.
A trial?
I shall reproduce a battlefield based on the memories you have accumulated in this world. All enemies will be fabrications, of course.
Okay.
However, it shall be no easy feat. I urge you to face it seriously.
What you're saying is...
The objective is to awaken the true abilities within all of you.
Oh, the final ability. Okay, so that's how you get it. Okay, gotcha.
Normally, this is where I would come in and be your opponents.
How unfortunate.
Okay, so like the other games. So this would be the secret second fight in the second playthrough. Okay, so I don't think there is one at all in this game, by the way. So this would be where it would be, but in a first playthrough kind of way. Even though I'm 100% those are canon throughout every game.
However, the presence of Samael and the lack thereof of my master do not allow me to do so. Thus I have provided a similar opportunity in the form of a trial instead.
Okay.
I have no doubt that overcoming it will bring you about great growth within.
I understand.
Take this as but a request from me, as the one who rules over power.
Of course. You are the power arcana after all.
Please relay this information to the rest of your team once you leave this room.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And she said that one for us.
Well then, come see me when you have made up your mind.
Greetings.
I look forward to seeing you again.
Don't know why you said greetings for that one. That would be more farewell, but... And I know you have a line for
Which
farewell.
should we choose?
Ooh. First, second, final trial. Or third trial. Okay. Unlock strongest skill for Toshiro. Really? We can see his skills, right? Technically? So, how does that work? Because, we can't directly use them. Okay. Maybe it'll let us, use abilities on him? I don't know. That's interesting. Okay then. With that being said though, that is going to be the end of today's episode. It's been a blast hanging out with you guys like always, and with that being said, in the next one we will be continuing our path towards Samael. The thing is though, well, the further and further we go, the further and further it's going to get harder and harder to, well, to get to him. But the thing is though, with Lavenza's little deal going on now, I think that's what we're going to be focusing on in the next episode. Because I would like to have those strong abilities for the rest of the game before we start going towards the rest of it. That seems like a fun thing to do. I don't see why not, because one's for Toshiro and I really want to see what that is. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.